prison.
Tell someone who cares.
Stop where you are. You ain't going another step closer to the Don.
Rachel says I can talk to the Don.
Really? And I'm just supposed to believe you, eh?
Shall I bring her here? I'm sure she'd be delighted to know her orders aren't being followed.
Yeah, all right. I get the picture. Go in, but don't annoy him, or Rachel will be serving up both our guts for lunch.
That's your lot.
Is it your habit to walk into places unannounced? Who are you?
A castaway. I've come to offer you my services.
A castaway? I need true men. Lucky men. You saw your ship wrecked beneath you. Do you see that as luck?
When all but one other died and I lived, I call that luck.
Well, I suppose we're all castaways on this island. Castaway by life, now castaway by those storms. I'll give you a chance, castaway. Prove your luck to me.
I have brought you the sword you were searching for.
This is Oscar's work, I can see that right away. We both sought this sword since we heard of it. Now here it is in my hands. Here, you deserve a little gold for bringing this to me. Pride gets eaten alive in this damn swamp. It gets swallowed by anger, poisoned by idleness. Sometimes I think Fincher is the only man-jack of them left with any self-worth. And Fincher told me that you have pride. But do you have substance? I am in need of pride. So I shall give you a chance to prove yourself, castaway.
I'd like to know more about what's happening here. Why are you and your men in this swamp?
The Inquisitor has his claws stuck deep into the flesh of this island, a firm grip on the harbour town and the monastery. Well, that's what he thinks. And that's what others see. The Inquisition's numbers growing, men dragged into his service. What I see is a man making enemies, a man wasting his strength against the creatures in the ruins. So we wait here, the spider in the corner of the web, and we bide our time.
What is the Inquisitor looking for in the temple ruins?
White robes take everything they discover to the monastery, and there the mages are working to unlock some secret. This much I do know. So far, they've avoided this temple. But for how much longer?
Do the White Robes attack you and your men?
Right now, they are avoiding open war. But if they don't find what they're searching for elsewhere, I'm sure we can expect their eyes to turn to us.
What was it like before the Inquisitor was here?
Corrupt, as any land ruled from the mainland. Governor after governor bleeding the people, courting favor. When their men, the garrison, were withdrawn to the mainland, we were ready. I took control. In the name of the people, the brothels were clean, the prices fair. Men had dignity, pride. Then the earth shook, the temple ruins rose, and the Inquisition and all their ways came after them. Why here? Of all the places they could have gone, why did they come here? The Inquisitor is hiding something from us, but I shall find his secret. And in the meantime, I shall strip as much as I can from those ruins. With gold. With gold, you can fight power.
What do you plan to do?
I want my town back. It is our town. It belongs to the people of this island, not the mainland. For that reason, I left some of my men there when we withdrew, gathering intelligence, frustrating the plans of the Inquisition. They were supposed to be sending me information, but I've heard little recently. These aren't times when plans run smoothly.
How can I help you?
Find out what is happening in Harbour Town. Find my men. I have no idea if my men are alive, imprisoned, dead, or worse, if they have defected. Go there. Discover the truth for me.
How do I get into Harbour Town without being seen by the Inquisition?
The town's rear gate is guarded by the Old Town Watch. They are men without a master, and their loyalty can be bought with a little gold.
When everyone is corrupt, in gold you trust. About your pile of gold.
You will be paid your due. Or was there more to that question than greed?
Not every man feels they get their share. Brogar is betraying you and lining his own pockets. He's using his fighters to extort protection money from the others under your command.
Brogar has always had his schemes.
And in this time, when your men grow restless and afraid, you want them paying money to him and blaming you for their misery?
If what you say is true, I will stretch Brogar's neck. You are right. It is time an example was set.
If I'm to serve, I'll need better armor.
Favors are earned. Prove your value and favor will follow.
I need a ladle. Gold and water, the secret treasures of the desert.
Do not touch what is not yours.
That's a lot of gold you have there.
It is from the ruins. The Don's men gather it like bees. I am the bee's sting.
How did an ogre wind up guarding gold for an outlaw?
Don Esteban saved my life. Now I owe him that life. I, Caracos, work for Don Esteban, and for my honor.
The Don must trust you to leave you with all his gold.
Don Esteban says, there is no one better than Caracos. Honor is what matters to me. Gold does not bring honor, only greed.
Looks like the Don couldn't have found a better guard.
Some people have tested Caracos. None have passed.
I can believe that.
The disloyal find death. The loyal I train to defend Don Esteban.
You train the men here?
Don Esteban needs strong arms and sharp axes.
I want to improve my fighting skills. I want to be stronger.
That is good.
What do you want?
What's behind that door?
No one's allowed into the Don's chamber. Don't even think about it. You'll regret it if you hang around here.
Right.
Haven't you got nothing better to do?
Boom banger bang. The worst failures in alchemy.
What can I do for you? Perhaps some healing?
What can you offer for healing?
Ah, I have potions to ease your wounds. I'm well versed in the art of alchemy and prepare all potions myself.
You're a mage, and you serve the Don.
Someone has to take care of the boys here. It falls to me to do so. It's an honor, and it allows me to do what I need to. The boys here are a little exuberant, but we have an arrangement. I heal them, and they leave me to carry out my studies in peace.
You study?
Certainly. There is much to discover here. Like, for example, the magic barrier in the lower vaults.
What can you tell me about the monastery?
It was a place of reflection and study, a place of meditation. Now, though, it is little more than a brutal training ground for the Inquisitor, where once silence and thought reigned. Now there is the sound of quarterstaffs clashing as the Order's warriors practice. But there are those there who remain studious, who keep the Order's knowledge.
Is there anyone there who will share this knowledge?
You could try Master Illuma. He teaches scroll making. Simple magic it may be, but it would be a good idea not to underestimate the power of scrolls.
Thank you. I will talk to him if I see him.
I would. You won't regret it.
What magic barrier?
They were clever, the builders of this place. They did not rely on just iron and stone to keep people out. They knew the power of magic, too. If you ever venture deeper into the temple, you'll find that out. And this isn't the only place on the island they protected with magic.
What must I do to acquire the skills needed in magic?
That path leads you to the harbour town. I think you should start your search for magic there.
Do you have things to sell? Could you teach me something about alchemy?
That depends. Are you ready to learn? Is your mind open to the knowledge? Am I ready to teach you? Yes, I think I am. But there are dangers. This is not a discipline to be taken lightly. I shall guide you, but you must beware.
Surely not much can go wrong with mixing potions.
Normally, no. But the ingredients we use here are strange. We are far from the mainland, and the materials we are finding in these temples have unknown properties. My last experiment was almost literally my last, if you understand. So be warned.
Tell me more about your studies.
I am fascinated by those that built this temple, unraveling their ancient, dangerous secrets. This stone, for example. Obsidian, these ancients called it. Hugely resilient. It served them as a raw material for their weapons and armor. Weapons made of this would be very damaging.
So, if someone could find any weapons they had left behind. What can you teach me about alchemy?
Not now.
Don't you have some place to be?
I'm trying to sleep here.
So, the Don's giving you a chance.
Yes.
Lucky you.
Lucky me.
I know what it looks like, him skulking in that temple. Let me give you some advice. Don't underestimate him. He's just waiting for the right time. This island is the Don's, and he's going to take it back.
Too risky. What do you do for the Don?
I take care of things for him. Keep an eye on people. Right now, that mostly means the Inquisition, these white robes. These excavation sites are on our island. What right have the Inquisition to take everything? If you're not going to let them take you, you best get yourself some training.
I want to improve my fighting skills. I want to be stronger.
Keep it up.
Are you expecting the Inquisition to attack you?
They're building up their forces, pushing closer every day. It's only a matter of time before they try and overrun us.
What do you mean they're taking everything?
They're everywhere. A group of them even settled not far from the swamp in the southeast. They've been looting the temple ruin that shot out of the ground there. If we could capture that outpost, it would keep them off us for a little longer, give those beasts chance to whittle down their numbers.
Why haven't you captured it? Who is supposed to keep the white robes away?
Brogar and his fighters.
Brogar won't risk himself. Brogar won't be leading anyone anywhere.
He will if the Don says so.
He betrayed the Don. Someone else will need to lead his men.
And who, in your opinion, should lead his fighters?
I'll do it.
You will.
No one else here is doing anything. Someone needs to lead.
It's time for action. All right, go. Tell the fighters I sent you. Lead that attack, and get those white robes off our backs.
I am willing to go to the town for you.
Good. Go and find if my people are still loyal. One more thing.
Yes.
The Inquisitor. Gather all the information you can about him. Here in this hole, I am deaf and blind. I have to know what that fanatic is planning. For my people. For my island.
What are the names of your men in Harbour Town?
No, I don't trust you well enough for that. Go to the town and find them. And if you don't, and you are captured, without names there is still a chance they can stay free. I won't put my men in danger.
That's your lot. Haven't you got nothing better to do?
Any news?
Well, apart from me having bunions the size of hen's eggs, no. Been pretty quiet. Hope it stays that way.
By the way, Don Esteban knows about the business with Brogar. If you want real change, you can't keep things from him.
But I asked you not to. We sorted it, didn't we? What's the use in worrying him now? Things might not be good here, but Esteban had found some peace, and now you just go.
You're the smith. I want to learn metalworking from you. What have you got to trade?